Nice piece of play there by the Russian number 8. Peel, and now Perelman. Playing for Chivers. Djordjashvili is after him, and Chivers again getting in an early cross, going off Tbilisi, the number 3, and a corner for Tottenham. Good run down the wing by Chivers. But a corner which John Pratt again will take. England again, who was so close a couple of minutes ago, is right in there once more, and the goalkeeper didn't come for that one. McGrath turning it back towards Chivers, and Chivers' boot just a little too high on the Russian defender. But the referee, seeing that Tbilisi were in possession, has allowed it to go on, and it's Nodia, number 10, in for Hinchagashvili. Foul there by Philip Beal gives the Russians a free kick. Kipiani, number 11. Played wide toward Djordjashvili. And Chivers, if he can get away. Well, he's got 2 onto him now, and he can't get away. Machaidze tackled fairly from behind by Coates. Free kick to the Russians. Tbilisi, number 3, with the kick. Machaidze. Still Machaidze. Played for Hertzilava. Gutsayev. Machaidze. Gutsayev. And the cross where men are waiting, but England was waiting also. And Peters too. Pratt now, a nice ball there towards McGrath. Djordjashvili. Gutsayev. Kipiani. And Kipiani again. Cut out by Philip Beal. And Naylor can turn it back to Jennings. Azatiani. And this is a dangerous looking ball. Coates getting back, and they were so close there from Ebralizzi. Number 6 popping up from the midfield. A good ball here by Azatiani, and the number 6 there leaving Ralph Coates, Ebralizzi, and Jennings coming out to make life difficult, and the ball just wide. Jennings doing well to make the job difficult for the Russian. McGrath to Coates. Goal kick. England. McGrath. And now Coates. Good turn of pace again there by Coates. And Peters! Beautiful skills there in that Tottenham breakaway by Coates with the run, and then by Peters catching it on the half volley. This is the end of the run by Coates. He's got in some good crosses tonight, and on the half volley, Peters almost judging that to a nicety. And here's McGrath again, this time for Martin Chivers. Rather a strong challenge there on Chivers, but Evans taking it up and threading it through the defence there for Ralph Coates. Crossed in again, and it didn't quite come to McGrath. Evans hitting one full-blooded and first time, and with a chance to get his cross in. But that again was beaten down by Hinchagashvili. Azatiani. 4-5 Russian forwards up down, joined by Djordjashvili, the fullback. Machaidze, beaten by Beal, and a free kick given. So in the last seconds of the first half, a chance maybe for the Russians to get back on equal terms from this free kick from an interesting position just outside the Spurs penalty area. And they've planted all but 2 players forward for it. Azatiani is the number 8, Georgiashvili the number 2, 3 men in that Spurs wall. Azatiani playing it there, and Machaedski making a terrible mess of it. Gutsayev. Machaedzi. And Kurtsilava again in a very dangerous position, and England was so aware of that Russian captain's shooting power. He came streaking out of the box to take the ball from him. But it's not away yet. Kipiani and Kurtsilava again right in there. Machaedzi. And there's Chivers right back there doing a defensive job, but the Russians still a long way from being beaten. Now can the number 6 cross it? He can again there. Gutsayev tried to get up. Machaedzi, and there's a tremendous shot, and it's not away yet by Kurtsilava against the post, and a corner for the Russians. A corner for the Russians, and they were so unlucky there in the last minute or so before half-time with a shot by Kurtsilava. A corner then, hitting the post. Georgiashvili with the corner as the whistle goes very dramatically at the end of the first half, and Spurs somewhat shakily now holding on to that 1-0 lead. The goal scored after half an hour by Chris McGrath with a header from a cross by Ralph Coates. There's McGrath, the happy Irish boy who's put Spurs into the lead. So half-time then, Spurs leading 1-0, and we'll bring you the second half in a couple of minutes. Welcome back then to White Hart Lane at the second half now of this third round match in the UEFA Cup between Spurs and Dynamo Tbilisi of Russia. The Russians in the red shirts with the black shorts, and Spurs of course leading 1-0. Evans putting it back to Pat Jennings, playing here for a place, Spurs and the Russians, for a place in the quarterfinals. Spurs, of course, leading by 2-1 on aggregate, having drawn 1-1 in Russia a fortnight ago. Kurtsilava, the Russian captain, to Azatiani. Forward to Nodia. Number 3 is Chelidze. Kipiani. Behind is number 5, Imshagashvili. And it'll be a throw to Tottenham with Ralph Coates. Much easier to pronounce. Evans. Chivers coming away from the defence, but not nodding it on with any great degree of accuracy. Spurs, of course, in this second half will have quite a strong wind at their backs. Gutsayev. Machaedzi to Georgiashvili. The long raking pass there, Nodia. In fact, didn't make a touch on it, and Naylor has given him a great chance there. And that very nearly was a terrible mistake there by Terry Naylor. Ebralidze almost got there before Jennings. And that surely now will wake Spurs up. Leading 1-0, but certainly in no position to play funny games like that. Pratt, a good, powerful shot there by John Pratt, but wide. And a goal kick there for the Russians. Terry Naylor, long and high into the Russian half of the field. And this been tactics that might well pay off, with the defenders put under pressures by forwards coming hard at them, as Chivers is often apt to do. Machaezi brought down from behind by Pratt, a free kick. Where Pratt feels the Russian may have helped it all by diving. Georgiashvili with the kick. Nodia, haven't seen very much of him. He didn't do very much there. He's given it to Ralph Coates. Stopped by Ebralidze, but stopped unfairly, giving Spurs the free kick, which they might want to take fairly quickly. Evans is there now. Peters coming in, trying to get in there before Hertzilava. Evans again. England had gone up for that free kick and had stayed up. Coates. Still Coates. Good play there by Ralph Coates. Oh, and a great header there by Mike England. And that puts Spurs 2-0 ahead. It was Chivers, in fact, who got the header in. As Coates came in again. And there he goes, diving in with that header. And big Martin Chivers. England was right in there and was close to Chivers, but it was Chivers who got that touch. And both goals have been made for Spurs tonight by Ralph Coates. Both crosses by him. And that certainly gives Spurs a bit of breathing space. Now it's Asatiani. And the Russians really have a job facing the wind and facing a 2-goal deficit. And here's Hertzilava instantly coming forward out of a defensive position. Gudsayev, Kipiani, and still Kipiani. And that wasn't very far over either. Well, a very heartwarming start for the crowd and the Spurs supporters in this second half. Chivers with the header. Martin Peters. Now it's Naylor. Georgiashvili's gone with him, and Naylor harassed him enough to force him to pass it straight to Chivers, and now Asatiani for the Russians. Ebralidze to Machaezi. Gudsayev. And a corner to Tbilisi. Gudsayev. Oh, and it's a goal there, scored by the number 6, Ebralidze. And Ebralidze has put the Russians back into the game. As the cross came over, hit low and firmly, it's Ebralidze, the number 6, who just gets the touch past Pat Jennings. 2-1. So now the game wide open again, and it's Coates taking it up. Well, what a good start to the second half, but the cross